Hey, everybody. We've got a special guest in the studio today to talk about, well, their journey to Idaho. I'm really looking forward to talking with Reyna. I'll bet you're anxious to find out what she has to say. Stick around. Hey, everybody. Dave Edwards, Treasure Valley Dave here. You know your great real estate agent by your side when it comes time to buy a home, sell a home, or relocate to the Treasure Valley. And today, we're going to talk with someone that did just exactly that. This is Reyna, and she relocated to the Treasure Valley. Hi, how you doing?
Hey, Dave.
Thank you so much for being here in the studio today. I've been looking forward to this. Awesome. So you moved from someplace else and now you're living in the Treasure Valley.
Do I dare say?
I think we're all friends here. Am I right? I think so.
I came from, well, I like to say I'm a refugee from California.
That is exactly it.
Yes. And yes, I'm super happy to be here to just let y'all know basically what to expect or what my experience has been.
Well, okay. So first, let me know a little bit about, did you move up here with a family? Are you on your own?
Well, my husband and I became empty nesters.
Okay.
And so that's a new ball game. It's reinventing yourself,
right.
Just starting over. It's so it's my husband and myself, and our little dog. So we sold everything.
The fur baby.
Yeah, the fur baby. We sold everything, pretty much 10% of our belongings, which mostly was in the kitchen and in the garden. So, and the rest we sold and we started over.
Wow. So it's kind of scary in one sense, but to get a fresh start?
Fresh start, yep.
Wow.
Yeah. We were like, well, we looked at Texas. We looked in Arizona.
Okay.
And then a good friend of ours lives here, and he said, come up, check it out. And we're like, Idaho, snow? Oh, I don't know about that. But before you think, it's terrible, it's not. It's not at all. I mean, 2017 I heard was really bad with the snow.
Snowmageddon, yeah.
Snowmageddon, yes.
Right.
But no, we came up here on an impromptu vacation.
Okay.
4th of July of last year. 3 months later, we're here.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was a little maybe impulsive, but we knew when we got here, we looked around, we're like, what is this? People are nice. What's going on?
Right. Oh my gosh. That was the exact same thing for us because we went to various different states. Like we thought we were supposed to go to Tennessee.
Oh,
so we drove there to check it out.
Oh.
And we're there for like 45 minutes ago. No, this is not it. So we're driving back across the country, and then just on a whim, we said, what about Idaho? So we come up here, and the first place we went to stop, it just felt like home.
Right?
Yeah.
I know it sounds so cliche, but it's true. Right away, we're like, okay, I heard it's a little dry, so I was expecting it to be super, it was in the summer, so I expected everything to be kind of brown like California.
Right.
Yeah, and it wasn't. And it was like green, and people were nice, and I'm like, what is this? Am I filtering through my own beliefs or my own expectations or what's going on? But no, it was really nice.
Awesome.
And the summer was interesting because I was expecting it to be really hot, but where I'm from, it was already warm. In Northern California, it gets warm, so yeah. And so we showed up. We went miniature golfing with our son. So like I said, we did an impromptu vacation. We got in our little car with our dog.
Right.
And we just drove up here. We stopped in Reno with my in-laws, and then just had a good old time playing miniature golf at almost 10 o'clock at night.
Exactly right. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So what was it that made you want to escape California?
Well, it's called freedom.
Hold it. You don't have freedom in California?
Freedom, yes. That's if you want to say freedom of what? Freedom for what? Okay. Well, for us, it was freedom to be Christian.
Really?
I know it sounds really just like, don't be so dramatic, but no, it was really freedom from our faith.
Right.
Where we worked, it was very liberal, and we weren't able to express our conservative views, and that was kind of challenging, to say the least. And I won't throw anybody under the bus, but I would just leave it at that. And so my husband and I just sought out other places that might be a little bit more conservative.
Right.
And so that's what brought us here. And so it was freedom in our faith. Mm-hmm. And then, we would love to have a family and friends. So that's what we're working on.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, and I can tell you that, I came from California too, right?
Yeah.
But that just like people in my neighborhood, they're so friendly. That's like the day we moved in, 3 different neighbors came over and brought us pizza and cookies and stuff like that just to welcome us.
For sure.
It's
for
like,
sure.
Oh, wow.
No, yeah. It's a little transition, you don't know what to expect initially. Yeah, you got your moments where you're going to second guess yourself because you do miss that pension maybe that you had. You might miss that your friends, but overall you just strike out on your own and you just seek friends with like-minded friends, something that was really hard sometimes to come across in California.
So I've talked to people from California, recently from California, and they're saying that in California you always have to be on guard because someone's always out to get you and your head's on a swivel.
I hate to say it, but we just went back. We went back actually in December for our son's graduation from college, and it was a little dramatic because a lot of road rage, which is not a thing here. So if you plan on coming to Idaho, please remember, be nice, put your signal on. And it's just silly, but people don't like to put their signal when they're switching lanes or they just cut you off. And you just have to just be cautious. And I don't like to be cautious Karen. Mm-hmm. Or we have these names, cautious Karen and cautious Carl. It's like, oh. Right. But yeah.
Wow. So you said that you looked at Arizona and Texas. And so what attracted you about those, and why did you eventually decide not to go there?
That's a great question. We went to, first we went to Arizona. Because we wanted to see the Grand Canyon. And then from the Grand Canyon, we drove all the way down almost to the border.
Right.
And mind you, I have a lot of family. I have a lot of family in Arizona.
Oh, really?
So in Phoenix area and Tucson. And I figured, I'll be next to family. Right. Who doesn't love that, right? But it is hot, and I married a ginger, so he would melt.
Sure.
And so we just joked about that. I go, no, it didn't feel, we try to sell it. You know what? Don't try to sell it. Seriously. Because if you try to sell it, it's not going to come off in a good way. Later on, you're going to be regretting things. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's what, and then of course, it's a little bit of a conservative, family-oriented state, more than California. So we thought, yay. But no, it just didn't fit right.
Right.
So and then my girlfriend says, come to San Antonio.
Okay.
So we went to San Antonio. We drove all the way to Waco. Of course, you got to go to the mecca of Joanna and Chip Gaines, which bless their heart, but yes.
You say that too. I say bless their hearts all the time. Oh.
Yes. And so we went up there, and it was kind of mixed bag. It was kind of busy. It's a big city. Mm-hmm. So we were just like, it's too big. And then, so we're kind of going back and forth. And then you got the humidity, which is like, over here it's dry, which I could go on another tangent about the dry weather here. But yes, it is dry here. So
you need your chapstick.
Stay hydrated.
Right.
Yes. Especially in the winter, just FYI. In the winter, it gets bad.
But we don't have humidity.
We don't have humidity. Yeah. Yes, and we don't have huge bugs. Mosquitoes. Hello.
I spent 8 weeks in San Antonio, too, and the one thing I remember is the cockroaches are so big and mean.
Yeah. So that's pretty much, we were just kind of laying low for a while, and then we just took this trip. And the rest is history. And then in a matter of 3 months, no joke, we went back home. And we sold everything, yard sale city.
Right.
And going to the thrift store to donate stuff, the Goodwill, it was a whirlwind. And then we moved here in October 17th, we drove up.
Okay.
With one car. I sold my car.
Wow, so you guys were all in and going to make this work.
Oh, yeah. We're all in. The only thing that was kind of sad was that our son was still trying to finish school, his last semester, and we left him, but I go, well, I'm not going to leave you alone. You can rent from the neighbors.
Okay.
So he stayed there with them until he graduated, and he's doing well. He graduated, and
Nice.
he, like I said, we went back in December. It's really a different place, and we were becoming people that we didn't like in California. We noticed that we were becoming hardened to the homeless.
Right.
And as a Christian, you don't want to have your heart hardened.
Right.
So we just basically noticed that our families in California, they'll I don't know, not mock, but they're not sensitive to the needs of the homeless people because there's so many of them.
Right.
And mind you, you kind of become hardened.
Yeah.
Because it's not being run adequately.
And it almost seems like the way the government's working is to create more homeless.
Yes. And like I said, I don't want to make this a political thing, but that's basically our truth, and that's our experience.
Right, yeah.
So, yeah.
So let's talk about homeless. What about safety? When you walked around in Sacramento versus around Boise, is there a difference in how you feel?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, mind you, the parks.
Right.
Parks, I always felt kind of leery because you never knew who would be around, so you couldn't really go just willy-nilly to the park. You always had to. I had my pepper spray.
Right.
And I just, you just don't. It's true. It's so true. It's not like you're not trying to make something of nothing. It's the honest truth. And so we went back in May to San Diego this time. So I got a little bit of southern and the northern, and I'm going to tell you something. It's the same.
Right.
The same feeling. It's repressive. It's heavy. You feel the heaviness. You feel the kind of just disconnection. People are not connected.
Right.
Yeah. So, anyways, yeah.
And then, so walking around up here. How's that?
Yeah, for sure. And we go to the park at 8 at night, 9,
Right.
right before sunset, of course, and it's beautiful. It's clean. Hello.
Yeah.
Clean. Yes, it's true. I know. Other people have mentioned this. Clean, but it's the truth. It's nice. You won't find any needles, on the, that you can poke yourself with.
Right. Yeah. So I know one of the things that people talk about is that the wages are so much lower here and it's harder to make ends meet.
Oh, you want to bring up the wages, huh? Well, it's true.
It's something that we all need to talk about.
Okay. So the other reason why we moved up here was because our finances, my husband had retired and we're middle-aged, and he, retired from, we won't say where, but he
Right.
he had been dedicating his life to this organization for 27 years,
Okay.
and he was ready to get out, and as a supervisor, he was ready. And so his pension would be taxed a lot more in California than it would here.
Really?
So that's the truth. But yes, we're still young enough to get other jobs.
Sure.
So he's working right now, and he's happy. And yeah, he doesn't get a whole lot of money, but you know what? You don't pay a lot for gas, electricity, water, mortgage. It's kind of, some people might say housing is a little pricey because, everybody's coming from California, it's changing
Right.
everything up. But other than that, I mean, it's really, it's not that bad.
Okay.
It's not. It's actually, you kind of have to say, well, do we want to increase wages so then we could be in the same scenario as California? I don't think so.
Right. I just saw that, obviously the minimum wage is increasing in California, but for like hotel workers in LA, it's going up to $30 an hour.
It's insane. That is what some professionals get here, entry level professionals that have, degrees and
Right.
masters. And people might say, oh no, I don't want. So seriously, don't come here if you're expected to get a high paying job, unless you have a degree, unless you're, have a license of some sort.
Right.
It's just the honest truth. Yeah.
I do know that medical profession is always in demand up
For
here.
sure. Yeah. Yeah. No, if you want to get more training, maybe become a phlebotomist,
Right.
and that's always a need.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what was important? You mentioned freedom a little bit ago.
Yes. So freedom to believe in the American dream.
The American dream.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, like you can do whatever you want if you work hard and
Exactly,
stuff like that.
exactly. It's like don't don't have a chip on your shoulder saying, oh, we can't do anything because this, because that. No, I noticed I spoke with multiple people that started their businesses here.
Uh-huh.
And one of them is actually one of my favorite restaurants here.
Really?
Yes.
Do you want to give them a shout out?
Heck yeah.
Okay, who's that?
La Cabañita. It's on Meridian Road.
Right.
And it's right across from the racetrack.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
I don't know if you've ever been there.
I haven't been there to eat, but I've been by it a million times.
Oh, please go. It's a little hole in the wall.
Right.
They have multiple locations, but they're all individually owned, but they're all family.
Okay.
And this particular family, this gentleman, he came from LA.
Okay.
And let me tell you something. I'm from Southern California originally, and the food is very good.
Right.
I'm like,
Oh, my. Well, I would definitely be making my way over there.
Yes, and the prices are really good.
Right.
Really good. And that was the first restaurant we went to when we were trying to figure out what are we going to do, you know?
Right.
So yeah, it was really really unexpected. And I've gone to other restaurants, Mexican restaurants.
Right.
No. Oh, the other thing I love is food. It's like family food. Who hello.
Right.
Family food and friends.
We do have a really good selection of places up here. It's not all the franchises, but a lot of the mom and pop places.
Yes. So La Cabañita, it's like I said, good prices, gets really full. They're closed on Sundays. And the guy said, we opened, I don't know how many locations. I forgot. It was, I think, 10 locations in 10 years, something ridiculous.
Right.
Yeah. So they're doing really well.
Apparently they're doing something right. Yeah.
So that's the other thing. It's like if you want to start your own business, here's the place that you come here.
Right.
Yeah.
You work hard, and there's not as much regulatory stuff that you have to jump through.
All that red tape.
Right.
No.
Back to the government. Oh.
Yes, exactly. So yeah, we really enjoyed just having that sense of going out, feeling safe, having our money go a little farther than we would have, especially, with just the gas prices. That was one my husband couldn't get over. Yeah. And then for us, it's like we just like to really try to get healthy and be healthy. At our age, you got to keep that as the forefront. And having all this available farmland and
Farmers market.
Yeah, that was a big one. And then just you can buy your meat from local farmers.
Grass-fed beef.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yes. And then, like I said, the parks, there's parks that have, abilities to, they have gyms. So you can work out at the park.
That's right. Yeah.
I don't know what those are called, but
Exactly.
A little gym area there. And there's lots of walkable areas like, the green belt.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got a shout out to Jimmy. He came up from California too, and he's always out on the Greenbelt and showing videos of it. And
yeah,
he just loves it. And obviously you guys do too.
Yeah, no, it's been a lot of fun coming and exploring. That's the other reason why we moved. There's so much to explore. The beauty of the state.
Yeah. And it's not far away either.
No, it's so funny you should mention that because yesterday we actually took an hour. We actually made it an hour all the way up to Boise National Forest.
Right.
That's just amazing. So we've done this little, adventure where we go east-west 1 hour and see what we run into.
I like it.
It's really funny and kind of dorky, but we've been having fun.
Yeah.
Went to Idaho City. We went to Weiser.
Sure.
We went to, of course, Cuna, and then the Birds of Prey. Yeah, and it's just been a lot of fun.
Awesome. And have you ever gone over to Marsing, over by the Snake River?
No, we have to go there. Yes.
Yeah.
No, the Snake River is so large. It's a beautiful. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and it's people can boat on it and fish on it, or just sit there and just watch the water.
Seriously, we went to the dam down by south of Cuna.
Right.
I don't know the name of it, but.
Right. I think that's one that the power company put in like 100 years ago.
Yes, it's super cute. And you feel like you're in another place. It's like the one ongoing theme when we go to these places, anywhere for an hour drive, we're always left like, oh, what? Really? This is here? And it's a very pleasant surprise.
That is. And, recently I was talking with a 16-year-old kid, and there's so many things for him to do at that age.
Yes.
And I guess the point there is there's whatever age you're at, there's always something fun to go check out.
It's so funny. My son's reaction when he came to visit last year was he was looking at the kids his age, early 20s, and he's like, they're more serious. They're
adults.
They're adults. And that brings me to another subject. People are serious and what is it? They're not victims. They're independent.
Right.
They're strong, and they're hopeful.
Right.
Hello, hopeful. What's that?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So recently, every year we have the God and Country Festival out at the Fort Idaho Center.
Oh.
And they have the fireworks and stuff that go off, and there's just like 10,000 people that show up. And
really,
to me, it just gives me a sense that there's a lot of people that have their minds and their hearts in the right place, and they don't mind showing it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's beautiful. I mean, I've just found some new friends here, and through church, through just finding your new dentist, word of mouth. Just that's the other thing. If you're looking for a dentist, and you just ask people that or just. Yeah, that's the way to go. And wait till they say this. I love my dentist. Don't say, "Oh yeah, I like my dentist." No, I love my dentist because that's a ticket right there.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
So you were talking about the F's. You had freedom, family,
faith. Faith is big. We found a good church home.
Okay.
That is the same denomination as our back in California.
Did they welcome you in?
Oh yeah. We met some people that were from California as well.
Okay.
And it's really refreshing, and we've gotten involved. We volunteered. We've met people. It's really a different world.
Right.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, is there any? I mean, we've talked about a lot of great things, but is there any negatives that you come across?
Negatives. Well, if you want to say negative, it's just don't come here thinking that you're going to find a job right away. Maybe, especially if you're middle-aged, you might have to go and maybe settle a little bit unless you have a degree, like I said, or unless you have a license of some sort or starting your own business. But you might have to settle for something, a little less, not like you were used to back home, wherever that is.
Right. Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I'll give you a case in point. We have a client that she was going to be, she had been a dental hygienist or something like that, but she couldn't get the job right away. So she started working, part-time over at Home Depot.
Yeah.
She loved it.
Yeah.
She got to meet people and talk with people, and then eventually she got her forever job. And and I've had other people that come up here, and I don't know, maybe it is you settle for something, but then, within 6 months or a year, you find the perfect job.
Exactly. I guess is this a time to rediscover what you really want to do, or what you want to, where you want to be? What's most important to you? What's your priority?
Exactly. And it is like you guys, it's like you got rid of 90% of your stuff so you can come up and literally just start over.
Yes.
Oh, how refreshing that would be.
It was. And so be kind to yourself. More than anything, be kind and just be patient, and it will come together.
Right.
That's what I keep telling myself, and it has been, coming together.
So for our people that are watching, they're thinking about making the move, what are some of the logistics, the nuts and bolts things that you had to do when you decided that you were going to move actually make it happen?
Okay, so like I said, we came in July for 4th of July. When we went back, we started selling everything. We had our first yard sale 2 weeks later.
Okay.
And then when we got a hold of a real estate agent here, our friend told us of our realtor, and so our realtor kept telling us to come and meet with him like on a weekend and go look for some houses so we can basically lock something in.
Right.
So I would highly recommend that you do that. We came on a weekend, a long weekend, and that was maybe in September. Mm-hmm. Our house was on the market. We sold our house. It took us 2 months to sell our house.
That's not bad.
No. And then we like I said, we came up. We wanted to have our house sold, but it was a little bit of a juggling, but it was okay.
Okay.
And so you'll find the right person that works with you. And so we came up, and in 2 days we looked at 22 houses.
Whoa.
Yes. And it's a God thing. That's all I can say, because the last one was the one that we ended up buying.
Nice.
And I didn't have to settle.
Right.
I knew what I wanted, and when the minute I walked in, I was like, I just could tell it was our home.
Okay.
It was beautiful. Yeah.
So you'd worked with your agent in Sacramento, and you figured out what you're going to get from that house. You worked on your budget. So
for sure.
You probably already talked with a lender up here, right?
Oh yeah, thank you. See, that my husband handled all that stuff in the back. I was just more like, okay, is this functional home?
Right.
Is this pretty enough for the aesthetics? Yes. No. Yes, my husband worked with the lender, with the agent, had all that squared away. Everything was said and done, and we just needed to sell our house.
Right.
Yeah.
And then so you're up here and you do see that the house that's the one.
Yes.
Then everything is just ready to fall into place.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. So we had to do some, obviously, get ours ready. So it was a lot of getting rid of things, having our house staged.
Right.
You know how getting it just prepped for open house. That was it's a lot of work, but it's so worth it.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, you get to just kind of breathe in and take in, just getting off that hamster wheel.
Yes.
When you get here, you'll feel it. And that's the one thing our friend kept telling us. You'll feel that you don't have to be doing this, doing that, busy, that, keeping up with the Joneses, all that type of thing.
Right.
And that's exactly what we feel like.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And so I think what you said there it really is true, is that, we always kept this in mind when we were leaving, because we had our house on the market and we sold it once, that fell through, sold it again, that fell through. And so it's like, it just seemed like it took forever, but we just kept thinking to ourselves, it gets greater later. And so we just kept that in mind, that once we get up here, it's going to be different. And it really was. Every day that, we go out and we look around or just smell the freedom, it's like, it's such a blessing to be here, even 13 years later.
Wow, 13.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, no, I just, I can't get over how quiet and peaceful my house is. I almost had to pinch myself. I'm like, what? I don't hear the sirens going off.
Right. Oh, my.
Yeah.
That is so true.
Yeah, no, so all I can tell you is have your priority list, what you want when you move here, before you move.
Point.
And more than anything, please know that this is a red state. Don't come thinking that you're just trying to come here to save a couple of pennies. It's a lifestyle change. And Idaho is special. And like someone told me, let's keep it Idaho. You don't bring California here. And I'm like, I couldn't agree more. That's why I say I'm a refugee from California.
Well, and you do hear that on the internet. That's like, oh, Idahoans hate Californians.
Yeah.
Have you got a lot of hate since you've been up here?
The first thing I noticed is, I had heard about it, but I came across it at when we went shopping for a refrigerator.
Ah.
We were at a store, I won't say where, and one of their employees that was helping us purchase or find our refrigerator, she mentioned how please don't bring California here.
That's a fair comment.
And I was like, really? And she said, yeah, I'm from Washington and I've been here for a while and I make sure that I don't bring their policies or.
Right.
And I go, okay, fair enough. And so whenever I introduce myself to someone, and it's almost like you have to apologize. I'm so sorry. I'm from California. Because, you do see that it is, the surge of Californians is getting rid of a lot of land here because there's a lot of development.
Yeah, there
because
is.
Farmers are selling their land to developers, So it's a little bittersweet. And so I'm kind of like, well, I do apologize. So that's why I say I'm a refugee.
Exactly. Yeah.
I promise you I'm probably more red than blue, for sure.
Definitely.
So,
which is great.
Yes. And on another topic, well, I'm to share with you some surprises since I've been here.
Oh, definitely.
Okay, so number one, a lot of people assume that Idaho is not very diverse. Maybe some pockets may not be, but Nampa is pretty diverse.
Okay.
And a lot of Spanish speakers, which is...
You see that with the people and the culture and the food?
Yeah, exactly. So I couldn't... I was like, they're like, what are you doing going to Idaho?
Right.
Mexicans don't belong in Idaho. They won't, the snow is going to kill you, Reyna. But no, it's...
Didn't turn out that way, huh?
I survived my first winter. So yeah, it's pretty funny when you hear that. And then I discovered there's quite a bit of Colombians here.
Really?
Yeah. I was like, there's Colombians here? Yeah.
Okay.
So that was interesting. Yeah.
I know we have a Colombian restaurant in the area.
That's right. Yeah. So yeah, I met more than one Colombian, and I heard that there's plenty more.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So other than that, it's kind of silly, but my other discovery was rainbow trout.
Okay.
I didn't know. Of course, you look at the license plate, there's a fish. What is it?
Right.
Right. Okay, for all you people that don't know about rainbow trout, this is kind of silly, but it doesn't smell up your house when you cook.
That could be important.
I mean, it was, yeah. It's like, it's kind of like a little funny thing that I discovered because I never had rainbow trout before. Salmon, yes.
Sure.
But yeah, and it's it's local.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So yeah.
Nice. Well, you mentioned that you have a fur baby as well.
Oh yeah.
How did your dog make the trip? And then
she loves being in the car. She's the other thing is, okay, what she doesn't like, fireworks. Talk about fireworks city here.
Right.
Yeah. Idaho knows how to celebrate 4th of July.
They do that, and the 5th and the 6th, maybe. Yes.
So just know that. So have your calming meds for your dog.
Right.
So yeah, other than that, she's been great. She loves sniffing around, going to the park,
Right.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. And we were able to find a good vet right away. So, yeah.
Yeah, we do have quite a few around here. I want to say I saw this statistic that over 70% of Idahoans have pets.
No kidding.
So, I mean, we really love our fur babies up here.
Yeah, you know what I noticed? If you don't have Idahoans, if they don't have dogs in their yard, they have goats.
I have seen some goats, yeah.
I love that. I go, is that a dog? No, that's a goat. Some cute little baby goats.
Oh, they are. That's where they get you because they're so darn cute when they're young.
Yeah, so it's been nice to see how they live, what they have in their yards. It's really, it's kind of, I don't know, intriguing to just see how the topography changes with the seasons. That's really nice.
One of the things that we really like here, especially coming from California, is that almost every home has irrigation water. So you can have a green yard. You can have your garden.
What is that?
Yeah.
You don't see that in California.
No.
Yeah.
And people in California, they have to, literally pay an arm and a leg for their water bill.
Yes. No, it's funny. Someone that came to our yard sale, she had moved from, I guess, Meridian. She had lived in California, and she lived in Meridian for a while, and then she went back because she said, oh, they're not doing things right, and she just couldn't handle the red state. Right. So she said their water, they're going to run out of water. They're not doing it right. They need to conserve, and I'm like, that's just, we can't, that's the heaviness that you feel in California is that constant, the sky is falling.
Right.
And that's, I think Idaho is pretty smart. They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're at, and as far as population, though, the entire Treasure Valley is just right at maybe a hair under 700,000, but I think the Sacramento metro area is well over that.
Yeah, so I don't insult. I think I think people know what they're doing here.
Yeah, I think you're right. Now, growth has been a pain because you got road construction.
Oh yeah, that's true. I mean, you do, but everything's like on a grid, so you can
That's right.
you can go around if this is closed or this is slow, go around. Yeah. So it's really, like I said, it's about being patient.
Yeah.
And just knowing that people are kind here, and why don't be the jerk.
Exactly. So looking forward, 10, 20 years down the road, this is going to be your retirement home.
Yes.
Do you have any long-term goals now that you're here that maybe you wouldn't have had back in California?
I think it's mostly giving to the community, giving to others, and being of service to others.
Okay.
And for me, it's I've already reached out to volunteer.
Nice.
And to give back, and especially for young people, just being a mentor for others.
Awesome.
I can't express that enough. I guess it's the mommy in me that I miss being a mom, and so I just want to be a mentor and just take the young ladies or young men under my wing and just kind of help them if they don't have somebody.
Right.
Yeah.
That is awesome. Obviously, your heart's in the right place.
Yeah.
And up here, I know that people are going to appreciate that and respect that and honor the service that you're going to be giving.
Yeah, I hope
fantastic.
So. Yeah. No, it's been good. I've been a lot more open with the love that that I have in my faith and how it just pours out to people around me. And I mean, you never would have thought when you get your refrigerator delivered that you would have a talk about the Bible.
Right.
And about relationships and how men love to be respected and women love to be loved. And young people just take to that. And I didn't even understand. I'm like, they were so drawn in. And I'm like, really? Oh, nobody talks like that. And it was just kind of a connection that I've made. And it's just the mother in me. I just love that. I just love to guide people. And
right.
Oh,
that's fantastic. I had a young lady and I don't know, like an 8-year-old kid. They came to my door this morning and we talked for a little while.
Really?
And then last night, my neighbor came home from camping and we stood out in the driveway and we talked about that for a while. And it's just, no, you never would have seen that in California.
No, not at all. People would be like, well, what do you want?
Exactly. Yeah.
And the funny thing is that I noticed is that people are so much, like you said, helpful here to each other, more neighborly. And I noticed on more than one occasion, people helping other people when their car is in the middle of the road.
Right.
I mean, I could not believe it when somebody took out this, I don't know what it is, but it's like a strap that you put on your car to pull another car.
Right.
And I hadn't seen that since like when I was a kid. And I'm like, what are they doing? They're not waiting for a tow truck? No, they're helping each other.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
it was beautiful. Yeah.
There was one time when I was on the outskirts of Caldwell and I was coming down the road and I saw a guy pushing his pickup just around a corner.
Yeah.
And by the time I got pulled over, there was already 2 other people that got pulled over. And to see, what can we do to help?
Yeah.
And he was the nicest guy. Said, no, I just ran out of gas. I already called somebody, but thank you. And it was just like 3 of us pulled over to see what we could do.
Right.
Oh,
so that's it is. There's no weakness about the spirit of the people here. It's I can do it. We'll get it done.
Right.
That's what I've noticed. I mean, the weather changes. Okay, you go and you shovel some snow.
Right.
You get a workout.
Now, when it did snow, did you find any of your neighbors came by and did your driveway or your
Yes, one of them helped me. Yes. Yeah. I'm telling you, it's a different world.
It really, really is.
It's pleasant, and I just like I said, just don't plan on leaving, and I just want to help bring out the best in the people around me, and
awesome.
Vice versa.
Well, I can tell you've changed your entire family tree because I'm sure your son's going to come up here one day, and then your people in Arizona will be coming up here.
Oh, that's another thing I tell people. I have a guest room. You're welcome to come.
Right.
Of course, I only extend it to people that I know that have the same.
That's right.
The same beliefs and same just goals in mind.
Right.
So because you wanna preserve the quality of what there is to enjoy now.
And like the person that you met that came up here, then went back to California. California might be the best place for some people.
Exactly. There's no judgment. It's just that just don't try to change it. Accept it and enjoy it.
Wow, I love it. Man. Well, do you have any final thoughts as we finish talking with our people out there?
just make your priorities, be honest with yourself, be patient, and before you make that move. And yeah, I could sit here and tell you how easy it is to get a driver's license. I could tell you how inexpensive that is too. I could tell you that, the steps to get a house, but, ultimately what you have to remember is you have to honor Idaho for the qualities, for the redness, the conservativeness that it is, because that's what people are seeking here.
Awesome. I love it. And it's just going to continue to make Idaho that much better.
Yes.
Wow. Well, thank you so much for coming by today.
Yes,
it's definitely been my pleasure. I'm sure you guys all really enjoyed this too. And we appreciate you guys stopping in. And if you want to know more about what it's like to live here in the Treasure Valley, I've made this video right here. You can go ahead and check that out. And gosh, we'll see you guys on the next video.